Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Sarah and we do a lot of panning videos on my channel. So yeah, I have another panning update for you. I'm super excited about this one. Someone had commented on my last update for this being like, please update. And I was like, ooh, I already have that on my to-do list and all that good stuff. So I am updating my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. I know that I have not been the best at keeping this project up to date. Anyways, I still have been working on these eyeshadows even though I haven't been updating. So I'm going to try to keep this project updated better, and going into 2020 I'll still be doing this project, but I think I'm going to be starting fresh with it just to kind of give myself a little bit of a, refresh and some motivation and all of that good stuff. If you are unfamiliar with this project, I will leave my intro link down below so you can kind of hear more about how it works. Tons of people are doing this project at this point, so I'm sure most people are pretty familiar with it. I was inspired to do this from watching Alexy, so I will leave her channel linked down below for you to check out. But anyways, let's kind of get into it. It's been a while since I filmed the last update for this, obviously, so I'm kind of trying to think mentally like what was going on with that one. But I think this was my last update where I had originally pulled an eyeshadow palette. It was the Sonia Kashuk Eyes on Neutral palette. It's like an all matte palette. And I had pulled that, but at the time I could not find it, so I thought I must have decluttered it. So I pulled something else, but then later I found it and I asked you guys if I should just go ahead and put it into this project, and a lot of you said yes. So I did do that. I put it into this project, but then later I was going through and doing a lot of eyeshadow palette decluttering, and I did decide to declutter it because I don't think that the formula of that palette is good at all. And so I kept telling myself, like, you have so many eyeshadow palettes, why keep this one? Even if you're, because I was kind of just keeping it to pan it, honestly. And I have so many neutral matte shadows that I actually like the formula of, so why not pan those instead, So I did declutter that guy. The other palette that I decluttered was from Juvia's Place. I believe I rolled that in the last update, and I was working on a shade. I believe the shade was called Lulu, and it was from, I believe it was the Sapphirine palette. I did decide to declutter that palette. Reason being, I just feel like I had a lot of the shades that were in that palette just in other palettes, and opening the palette, the color story and everything didn't really speak to me. And then on top of that, I don't buy from Juvia's Place anymore. I don't really want to get into why, but basically they were extremely, extremely rude and condescending to Alyssa Ashley. I don't really follow Alyssa Ashley at all, but I saw it go down on Twitter, and their response to her was they were being such bitches. Like, they were like, we're praying for you, and like all this weird stuff, and it didn't feel right. And I've heard a lot of other things about that brand and about the way that they treat Black influencers, and it's weird because it's like even weirder because it's a Black-owned makeup company. They're treating Black influencers like garbage. So anyways, I don't know, it felt gross to me to kind of continue to buy from them when they think that it's okay. Like, if they think it's okay to talk to an influencer that way, doesn't even matter what color her skin is, like if they think it's okay to talk to someone in the beauty industry that way, how do you think that they would talk to their customers if they thought their customers were, in the wrong and that they were right? Like, there's just not a lot of respect going on there. So I just, I was like, I don't really want my money going to them. That's not really why I decluttered the palette. I still have some of the other ones that I bought from that company, but yeah, it was a reason to it was like a small reason, to declutter it. The biggest reason though was just because I just felt like I didn't need it in my collection, and I am trying to kind of bring my numbers down in my palettes. Moving on, I'm just going to go ahead and start talking about some of the shadows. So the first one I want to talk about is from the Prism palette from ABH. The shade that I am working on is this one. It's Parallel right here. I've only used this 4 times. I just haven't been reaching for shades like these, so I just haven't got a lot of use out of it. I would like to kind of make it the focus going forward with this project because I feel like these shadows are very soft and I feel like I could hit pan on it relatively easily. But yeah, so this one might be kind of a focus shade going forward. So I do have it swatched right there for you guys. We're going to create kind of our little color story going forward. So not much progress on that shade. And then let's see. So I do have another shade here. All right, so the next shade that I have is from Nabla. This is a single shadow and it's the shade Alchemy. I've really been enjoying this shade being in this project. I think this, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have this right, but I think this might be the only shade that's still in this project from the beginning of like the original shades that I pulled in the intro, but I'm not completely sure. I've really been enjoying using this. I've used an additional 9 times and as you can see, there's quite the dip in there. I think I will have pan in this by the next update. I just feel like I'm pretty close. I've been really enjoying having it in the project and I don't mind if it kind of stays in for a bit. I would like to update this project at least one more time before the end of the year, but that might turn out to just be my finale. Sorry about that. I'm kind of hating how this is turning out. This guy, I feel like I should have pan though in whatever video in my next update for this project. So that is it swatched right there. So yeah, there's that. Cool. Okay, moving on to my next shade. It is also a single shadow and this is from Makeup Geek. It is the Peach Smoothie shade. So a nice like transition shade here. This one does have a dip going. It's not quite as visible as the one in the Nabla shade, but still a decent dip going. I don't think I'm going to be hitting pan on this by the end of the year though. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's just gonna be a while. I've used this 12 times. Feel pretty good about that. So nice little dip on that guy. I've basically been trying to use it as my transition shade for every look that I've been doing recently. There's like a few looks that I've done that I don't use it, but yeah, so add that swatch there. So there's that. I have 2 more eyeshadows to talk about and I'm super excited about the progress on these. So the first one I will show you is from the Cocoa Blend palette and the shade that I was working on is the shade Warm Notes and it is right here. So as you can tell, hopefully I have hit pan. Trying to make sure you guys can like see it. But yeah, I'm super excited. I came to despise this shade. I don't know if it's just that this palette is super old in my collection or if the formula is just really bad, but this shade, oh my god, it was a mess. There was fallout everywhere, and generally speaking, fallout isn't something that I usually have a problem with if it's just a little bit that I can kind of dust away, but I'm telling you, I would try and use this and it would fall, like it was down here. It was bad. So I'm very glad that I've hit pan on it so I can stop working on it. I've considered decluttering this palette because honestly, there's no shade in here that I don't have in some other palette, and I feel like if the formula is similar to this, then the rest of the shimmer shades, I definitely don't need them. And like these shades right here, I don't feel myself using a ton anyways. So I definitely consider decluttering this, but I think I'm gonna kind of keep it around for now and just kind of see what happens, but it might end up being a declutter. But I hate that Warm Notes shade. I'm definitely not ever going to be using that again. But I was able to hit pan on it, so I feel pretty accomplished with that. But it was hard. It was challenging. I used it 5 times and then I hit pan on it. The pans are not that deep and, oh, that's why. That's part of the reason, like with the fallout and everything. Another thing that I hated about it is that I would put it on my lid and then I would go to kind of deepen up my crease with like a different color, right? And all of it would just blend away, like even on my lid, like even close to the lash line, it would just completely be gone after blending in my crease. Like I wasn't even touching it. It was just the air from like me blending was like making it go away or something. I don't know. So that's why I got through so quickly, was because I had to apply it back onto my lid after, you know, every time I would blend something, I would have to re-add the part on the lid with Warm Notes. Like if I had Warm Notes on the lid or in the outer V or wherever I had it, I had to reapply if I tried to blend anything else. So that was why it only took 5 times, and I was pretty shocked when I hit pan. I was like, wait, I barely used this. Yeah, I don't like that shade. My next eyeshadow, and this is the last one that I have to talk about before we roll in some new shades. I have the MAC shadow, and this is the shade Tracks, and as you can see, I have hit pan on it, so that is super duper exciting. This pan is so deep, and I thought for sure that this was never, I was just like never gonna hit pan on it, but I finally did. I used it 10 times and I was able to hit pan on it, so that seems like not a lot. I feel like I'm not keeping a good track of the amount of times I've used things, but supposedly I used it 10 times and hit pan on it. That seems wrong. On the other hand, now that I'm thinking about it, no, that's right. Okay. This is not very pigmented. That's the problem. So in order to build it up the way I wanted, I did have to use quite a lot. Yeah, for like really pigmented eyeshadow, I feel like it's gonna take me forever to pan those, but for things like this where it's not really the most pigmented things ever, I do like my eyeshadow to be a little bit more intense. So like yeah, that makes a lot more sense to me. I also, in order to pan this, I did use a lot of like, I would blend it out into my crease and really kind of blow out the crease, and then I would apply the same shade to my eyelids to try and kind of use up more of it, because I did want to get this panned a little bit quicker, because I don't love this shade, so I kind of didn't really want it to be in this project forever. But now that I'm thinking about it, like 10 makes a little bit more sense. I think I did forget to mark a couple of times when I used it, but 10 makes a lot more sense to me now that I remember like the fact that the color of this is very, like, it is not pigmented. And like the glitters in here, it's got like gold glitter. That glitter just like falls out. So it's like this really like lightly pigmented matte shade almost is what it ends up being. I'm happy to have pan on this. I was so like shocked when I hit pan on it. Like I wasn't expecting it like at all. Was not. I have 2 pans, very excited. I have 3 shades to roll in because I'm supposed to have 6 in this project, and I had 7 because of the mishap with the Sonia Kashuk palette, but because I decolored 2 palettes and hit pan on 2 palettes, so to get us to 6, I need 3 shades rolled into this project. So I'm really excited to have some of these rolled out though, because I was getting a little bored of these shades. But yeah, we are going to be rolling in some new shadows. So I am switching up the way that I'm doing this project. I decided I wanted to literally go in and write down every single pan of eyeshadow that I own. It took a really long time, but I wanted to go kind of do it that way, so that just so I would have a better, like each pan would have equal weight, I guess, so to speak. I'm just gonna go ahead and randomly choose. I don't have my newest palettes entered into this spreadsheet right now, but that's okay with me because I don't always really want to pan my newest stuff, you know? Eventually I will, but not right now. Really quickly, the app that I use for this is called Pretty Random. I've just been getting a lot of questions about that recently, so I wanted to let you guys know that that's what it's called, and it's always the one that I use. So go ahead and randomize some numbers here. Cool. All right, 1,823. I'm very nervous. Very nervous. Like, I don't know why I'm so nervous. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, it's just panning, but I get so nervous about it. Ooh. Okay, let me go grab this one really. I'm okay with this, but I'm also kind of like, kind of wish I got something else, but let's randomize again. Okay, 2,629. That's one of my newer ones, I think. Not like new because I wouldn't have added it yet, but like semi-new. Okay, it's not new at all. I don't know, I lied. I think I had this in my head that I had my Excel spreadsheet like sorted by like oldest to newest in terms of like how long I've had a product, and that's not at all how it's sorted. We have one more to randomize. Cool. All right, so 2,174. Okay, I will go grab that. So the first one that I pulled is from this Sigma palette. This is the Creme de Couture palette. And if you guys remember this from It was a roulette pan collab that did I ever actually, I might not have ever shown you guys that I got pan on this. Maybe I did. No, I think I did. I don't know. Anyways, I forgot to like do the finale for that last one. And anyways, so I have pan in this shade right here, and that was in that project. But the pan that I pulled for this is the shade Lavender Honey right here, which is cool. I'm excited about this one because I was wanting some more color in this project. Ooh, and I think that's gonna go really well with the Alchemy shade. I'm excited about that one. It's the last one that I'm gonna show you is the one that I'm like not excited about. But anyways, the second shade that I pulled is from ColourPop. It is one of their No Kill LA collabs, and this is in the shade Catitude. This is just a really basic like gold metallic shade. It's nothing like too special or anything, but I think it'll be okay to pan. So, wow, that did not swatch as well. It's a little bit more glittery. This is an ultra metallic finish. It's a little bit more glittery than I was expecting because I thought it was just a regular metallic. I don't know if I like that formula very much. It's kind of clumpy and like flaky. I don't know. Anyways, that's it right there. So I've never actually used this one before though, so I feel like that'll take a while to do, but we'll work on it. The next shade that I pulled is from this palette right here, and this is the Boss Mood palette from Morphe. I've been considering depotting this because I never reach for it because it's such a big palette. I've kind of been looking at all of my bigger palettes and wondering if I should maybe depot them. I'm just going to give you a minute to guess which shade I pulled. Lucky me. Yeah. Did you guess? Yeah. Did we guess this one? Yeah, we guessed that one. So this is the shade Black Magic. So, yeah. I like never use black eyeshadow anymore. I used to all the time. Now I don't. I mean, I know there's like plenty of different ways I can use it, but like I really don't want to be panning a black eyeshadow, but we'll do our best. Alright, so that is the color palette we are working with. I'm not okay with this. Good thing that this project is coming to an end soon and I will get to pick all new shadows for next year. But in all reality, let's go ahead and talk goals. So, by my next update, I want to have pan on Nabla. I think I'm very close, so I think I can do that. And I think I would like to either have pan on Parallel or have a really, really nice dip on it. I want to kind of make that my focus shade because I've been ignoring it for so long. And then I think everything else, I just want to continue to get use out of it. I am going to give myself a goal to use this at least 5 times. I can see myself not using it at all because I know that the project's going to be over soon and just being like, I just didn't use it. I don't know what happened, you guys. And I feel like, you know, it's not cheating. Like, I personally don't think you can cheat at project panning. It's just not something you can cheat on. But black eyeshadow, I can see myself just totally skipping that one. So I'm going to give myself the goal to use it at least 5 times. I think that's going to be a challenge in and of itself. Now I can like use it, like I can kind of use it as like liner if I do it the right way and stuff. So it shouldn't be too hard to get the uses, but I definitely like don't see myself hitting pan on a black eyeshadow like anytime soon. Sorry for the wait on this update. I am definitely going to be better going into 2020 with my project pans and just updating them more regularly. I've just been way more inspired to film lately, so I hope you're enjoying this project nonetheless, and I'm excited to see if I can hit any more pans. I can't remember if I mentioned this already in the beginning of the video, but if I did, just a reminder, go check out Alexy's channel. She's the one that inspired me to do this project, and I know that like a ton of people do this project now, so there's like, I know Emily does it, Rebecca does it, just like so many people are doing this project, so I'm sure you have like no shortage of people to watch that do this project, but I just wanted to give Alexy a shout out because she is the one that inspired me to do it. But yeah, that is it for me, so I will see you all in my next video. Bye!